We are live. What is up? Gosh, give me a second. I'm over here trying to get my crutches off.
Yeah.
Episode 99. We are here with the legendary Kolby Gonzales. Thank you for joining the show, bro. Where are you from?
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Shout out to Las Cruces, man. You guys made a drive coming down here, huh?
Yeah, a good 3 hours, but we come down here usually every weekend, so it's
Heck
not
yeah.
that bad.
Dude, I appreciate you guys coming. Got your father in the studio.
Yep.
We got a live audience today.
Yep.
But let's just start, man. You want to introduce yourself a little bit? You know, what's your hobbies and stuff like that? What you do?
Oh yeah, I love gaming. I play a lot of UFC 5 and Fortnite with friends and stuff, and train a lot, wrestle a lot, jiu-jitsu, and then I collect sports cards too.
Heck yeah. That's
Yeah.
a smart move, by the way.
Yeah.
As you could see, I got
Yeah, you
some
got
random
some
like MMA ones on the
yeah.
some like vintage Tony Ferguson. That's sick though, dude. So for those of you guys that don't know who Kolby is, he is multinational champion in jiu-jitsu, right? You just won this last weekend, the
Yeah.
ADCC in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. And not only that, but you've had some of the most impressive tap outs I think I've ever seen, man.
Thank
I was
you.
just recently too. It's
Yeah.
like every weekend I'm seeing new clips of you on flow grappling and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Flying armbar?
Yeah.
Let's go. And you're
My
15,
favorite.
right?
Yes, sir.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first got into jiu-jitsu?
4.
4 years
Yeah.
old?
Been doing it for a little bit, yeah.
So I heard, I think I saw on an interview, like what got you into jiu-jitsu, and it was, I guess you were playing, you at the time you're doing soccer and
Oh, yeah.
basketball or something like that,
Yeah.
and you got in a little scrap or something, and so your dad put you in
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu.
It's one of my favorite stories. I was 4
Bring the
playing.
mic just a little closer. You're good.
Got you. I was in basketball and soccer, and I was getting little fights. This kid kept elbowing me, and then I punched him, and I was the first person to ever get kicked out of 4-year-old soccer and basketball in the 25-year history of Las Cruces for you.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
So you've just been breaking records since year 4. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So did your dad kind of put you in it just to like he's like, okay, my son's aggressive, like maybe this is gonna be better, or was it to teach you a lesson?
Well, actually, one of my dad's friends was a purple belt at the time, and he said it'd be good for me, but my dad just put me in for the trial week to get me whooped a little bit,
Yeah.
so show that there's people better than me, and then I was going to go back to soccer and basketball and then, just do all the normal stuff, but I really liked it, and I just stayed with it.
That's cool, man. Dang, what a young age to start that sport. It's not very common that people get into that sport, especially
No.
at that young of an age. Normally, a lot of people go from like wrestling to jiu-jitsu.
After they're done with high school or whatever.
Yeah. So I was kind of saving this for the pod about how I first discovered you.
Mhm.
I want to say it was like maybe like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know timeline wise,
Mhm.
but my good friend, he trains at Gracie Baja Jackson's.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, because he knows I do the podcast and stuff, and he's like, dude, he's like, there's this kid that was at Jackson's yesterday. He's mopping everyone around. He's all, and I went to shake his hand, and he felt like a 30-year-old man's hands, dude. He said, he's like, yeah, his name's Kolby. Like, you should look him up or go follow him on Instagram.
That's awesome.
And so he's like, dude, I think he's like 14 or something. He's like, just look him up. And since then, I followed you, bro, and I've been
Yeah.
kind of keeping up. And I actually got to see you win your wrestling state title this last
really?
year too.
That's awesome.
I always go to the state finals
Yeah.
matches, and
They're always fun to be at, it's always electric in there.
it is, man. And I didn't know you were from Cruces, because I was like, I could have swore that it was you,
Mhm.
but I was like, is he from Cruces? Because
Yeah.
I knew that you were training up here. But yeah, I saw it, man. What an impressive victory.
Thank you. Yeah, that was second year wrestling. I mean, I been training. Well, it was my second year, but I had been training for a year because I started late. But I just picked it up pretty quick, and even since then, I've just grown so much. Like just little things, because I I train, but like off season, it was all jujitsu.
Yeah.
But then this off season, I focused on wrestling and kind of put jujitsu to the side a little bit.
Heck yeah.
But it's just been amazing.
Dude, that's crazy. You're the first person I've ever met that's won state his second year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it's just such a hard sport to pick
Gritty
up.
And
There's so much years to catch up on. Same with jiu-jitsu.
And like the guy beating the state finals, he had been wrestling since he was 2.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a stud wrestler too, you know. It's just
that's usually the case, man. That's so cool, man. How was that? Was that like
awesome.
Just this good feeling as winning all these jiu-jitsu tournaments?
And you know, like winning worlds and stuff for jiu-jitsu, like that's an insane feeling. Like when I won in the T-Mobile.
Yeah.
But like winning that, it was a whole different feel because I've never been around the wrestling, you know.
Yeah, it was a whole new world.
Yeah.
Your first time getting into something.
Yep.
That's so cool, man.
And I was going in there like
you can take off the glasses.
Okay.
Come on, bro. I'm getting kind of sweaty. It's like 100 degrees here.
I was going in knowing like confident that I was gonna win, but also knowing that these guys had 10 years of experience on me. You know?
But that's cool. And even like just the from your sponsors and stuff, your gear that you rock, like odds mean nothing.
Yeah, Lasso.
You have to have that mentality going into sports like this because you're always gonna go against that dude. Oh, look at track wrestling. This guy's never lost. Everyone gets in their head.
Oh yeah.
You have to just odds mean nothing. It's right here, right now type mentality.
And even like mid-season, I was doing pretty good. I think I was like 20-something and 0, like 21, 22 and 0. And then I kind of got in my head a little bit because everybody was like, "Oh, this guy's good. This guy plays top 2 at this tournament.
Yeah.
He's like amazing." And then I'm like, "Oh, maybe this guy is really good." And I kind of went in there thinking like, "Oh, this guy's good." So I went for a little stint like for like 2 weeks where I lost. Well, 2 of them I had the flu, but the rest of them it was just kind of, like I'm thinking this guy's really good, and then I lose. But then I had a little talk with my dad, and I got out of that mentality, and then I won the next like 25 until state. Yeah.
Dang, man. So that happened like earlier in the season a little bit?
It was like late December that it happened, and like it's not like me because I've always had the jiu-jitsu mentality, like go in against anybody and I can beat them.
Right.
But then I had that little stint where I just kind of got in my own head because I'm also new to wrestling. So I was like, this guy's been training since he was so-and-so age. Yeah.
Like, oh, well, he deserves it. Like, he's paid his dues. You start making up these things in your head. It's so crazy how powerful the mind is in combat sports.
Yeah. My dad always told me if I go in there 99%, I'm going to lose 100% of the time if the guy's 100%.
Dang.
Because that 1% is what sets everybody apart.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's down to that 1% that like when you got nothing left in the tank and you go more.
Oh yeah.
There's always those matches that push you over that edge, to where you have to dig deep.
Yeah. But I mean, this is kind of a bad example because I lost the match, but the other day at ADCC Dallas, I was going against Olympic alternate U23 bronze medalist. He's like ranked, I think, #1 in Asia for wrestling. He's from Japan.
Dang.
And it was 0-0, and I lost by decision overtime. I thought I had won, but, I always think that. But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is this for the Open?
Yeah, it was in the Open. He was, I didn't even know who he was. Then, like, 5 minutes before, they were like, "You know who this guy is?" And I was like, "Oh, that's sick." And I came in there wanting to wrestle him. I wrestled him the whole time and never got taken down. So
nice.
But I just, like, the last 20 seconds, I shot, I think, 6 shots. I mean, I didn't land any of the takedowns, but, I mean, I never got taken down, and I put all my heart out there. And, after the match, I was just laying down exhausted. But,
dug deep.
Went in there and tried my best.
That's cool.
Dug deep.
That's cool. Just giving it your all too. Like even hearing what his title was and all that. Screw it. Let's go.
Exactly.
Sink or swim.
Yeah. And I wasn't gonna go in there and pull guard. Like a lot of guys went in there and pulled guard, and he's still really good at jiu-jitsu too. Like he's a brown belt, I think. But like I wanted to go in there and wrestle him and prove that I had my good wrestling.
That's cool, man. Dang. So when you first started jiu-jitsu, how long were you in it before you were like, okay, we start getting winning tournaments and like this is what I want to do?
So I was
because 4 years old is a very young age.
As soon as I started, I knew this is what I wanted to do. Like maybe not in the future, but like this is what I want to do.
It was like
now.
your sport.
Yeah,
it just became your sport.
Yeah. Like I never thought of any other sport. Like the only other sport I ever thought of was like MMA. I'd always wanted to do MMA since I was young.
That's sick.
But so I was 4, and then around 5, I entered in a tournament up here in Albuquerque, and I went against a kid who was supposed to be really good, and I beat him. And then Professor Tusa, he's one of the head professors, or he's the head professor for Gracie Baja here.
Yeah.
He came up to me and he was like, "Are you doing Youth Worlds?" And I was like my parents were like, "No, he's not ready. I'd only been training for 2.5 months."
Yeah.
And and so like they entered me in Youth Worlds because Professor Tusa convinced him, and I went over there and I got double gold. And then ever since then, I knew this is what I wanted to do. I had it mapped out since I was 5. I was like, I'm gonna get so and so belt. By the time I'm 15, I'm gonna get my blue belt. 16 purple belt. 17 brown belt, and then like 19 I'm gonna get my black belt. That was my goal since I was 5.
That's sick, dude. And so what do you have now? What belt do you have now?
I have a blue belt.
You're blue?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because like there's kind of like it's not like written, but like an unwritten rule, like when you get your belts, because like if I were to get my purple belt now, I couldn't compete in IBJJF because like for my age group they only have blue belts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang. So it's a kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
It opens the door for more competition and
more
stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm hoping to do IBJJF Worlds at the end of the year because I've won all the major titles for the kids in IBJJF, but this is my first year at juveniles, and this opens up like Worlds. There's a lot of other stuff that I can do now.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's and IBGG is like the main jiu-jitsu.
It's the main
federation.
Yeah, I'd say ADCC is the main no-gi, and then IBJJF is the main gi. But IBJJF is definitely is more technical, like more methodical, I should say. Not technical, but ADCC is just all grit.
Yeah,
like, you go in there.
Because you're just it's like almost like wrestling match. Like you guys are just going at it. There's
there's a lot less guard pulls too.
Yeah,
like, they kind of frown upon it over there. And now that I have my wrestling background, it's pretty nice.
Heck yeah. Do you prefer gi or no gi, or what? Would you have a preference?
I'm a big no gi guy. Like I was gi all my life, and then around 2022, I made the switch, and like I did Brazilian Nationals in 2023 for gi, and I won that. And then after that, I just haven't really trained since.
Brazilian national champ.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I was one of the, I think, three American people to win Brazilian Nationals.
What was that like? What was that atmosphere like? Just being in a tournament out insane. In Brazil.
Yeah, like whenever I'd win, like I went in 2022. I won my first 3 matches in the semifinals. I was going against the like reigning champion, and I was down by 3 advantages and he just held me in guard the whole time, and I couldn't get out. And then like 5 seconds left, I start passing his guard. And like I should have gotten 3 advantages, I think, because I got a pass attempt that I didn't get.
Yeah.
Then he turtled, which is another advantage, and then I got a hook, which is another advantage, but they didn't give me any, and I lost. And like you could hear the crowd like just go crazy.
They just knew.
Yeah. And like they like before I went there, Fabio, who is kind of our chaperone while we were down there, he used to be a professor here, but he lives in Brazil now.
Yeah.
Because he's from there, but. Anyways, he told us before we went in the venue, he was like, nobody wants you to be here. He's like, not the refs, not the competitors, not the fans.
Yeah, nobody. You're the outlier.
Yeah, like, they don't like the Americans winning over there. And then so, like, in 2023,
that kind of motivate you a little more?
Like, for 6 months after losing, I just focused on not getting caught in guard because that's what lost me the match. So I focused on that.
Is it like from shooting or something?
Yeah, like they'd pull guard, and then I just put my knee in the center, and like it's a lot harder than it seems. But I never got put in guard, and
that's good.
I had all submissions in 2023, and I won, and like you could just tell that nobody was happy about it.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Come get me then.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
When things like that happen, it's like, it's sink or swim. It's a bunch of wolves, and everyone has that mentality. Like I'm the man. I'm the man.
Yeah.
And so you going into there with everyone against you.
Yeah.
It almost motivates you even more, because I don't know if you're like me, but like when I know I'm the underdog, I almost have more confidence. So I'm like, what do I got to lose? Like,
exactly.
Let's just go out there and let it all fly.
The first year I was the last seed, and like even getting third was kind of like big over there, and like I consider third losing.
Yeah.
So I was like, it sucks, I lost. So I worked so hard after it, and like I had won a bunch of other stuff in IBJJF. I should have been seeded probably 1 at 2023.
Yeah.
And that was the last seed. So I had the hardest bracket.
All the way up.
The first kid I had was a 2-time world champion in Brazil. He was like supposed to be really good, and it was 0-0 in like the last 30 seconds. I submitted him, and then I got up 7-0, and then I submitted him.
This is in 2024.
2023.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the second match, he was also a world champion, and he had beaten the kid that I lost to the year before, and like he went for a triangle right away, and I got out of it, and he turned his back, and I rear naked choked him, and then in the semifinals, I had another good kid. He had won Brazilian nationals too, and I submitted him, and in the finals, I had a kid who had won Brazilian nationals like 4 times. They just gave me the gauntlet, and then I submitted him with 1 second left. I was
No
up
way.
by 3, yeah.
Dude, that is so epic, dude. I saw one of your matches. I don't know if it was in it was an ADCC tournament. I think it was in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a match I watched of you. I think it was like in the semis or something, where the kid was just deep on he had you in a ghillie.
Yeah.
And it was like deep, dude. And he was holding it, and I was like, oh gosh, like, is this the one he loses? And you somehow fought out of it. And I think like with like 7 seconds left, you made him tap with an armbar.
It was in the
Do you remember that match? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or was that the finals for your age group or whatever?
Mm-hmm. It was Sydney. He's like been my rival.
Dude, that match, I was like, dude.
We've gone against each other 5 times. The first time in where was it? Oh, at the World Finals for youth and gi. We were going against each other. He got me in an armbar in 2022, and then like ever since then we went at the end of 2022 at the first ADCC.
Yeah.
And I beat him 3-0, and then there was our third time. He took my back and then almost got me there, and like I was losing, and then in overtime because I didn't let him get the second hook in.
Yeah.
And he had me in a rear naked choke. I was like almost going to sleep, but I knew I couldn't lose like that.
Dude.
Overtime, gassed out, and then I took him down, past his guard, and armbar down. And then we won again this year in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I got him in a rear naked choke.
Heck
and
yeah.
At Nationals actually this year too. In the finals we won again, and I got him in a head and arm choke.
That's what's up. So do you see him like once a year? Is he like one of those dudes you're like, all right,
yeah,
let's see how much.
We're kind of like the 1 and 2 in like the world right now.
That's dope.
Yeah. Like he's other than me, he's only lost 1 time.
Where's he from?
He's from Miami.
Miami?
Yeah, he's from a gym called Alpha Miami. They're like the best youth team in the world right now. They're amazing.
Dang, that's awesome, man. Yeah. Just to know that you're up there with these guys.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy whenever you know everyone's after you.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah,
and it's almost more motivating.
Yeah,
because you know how hungry these dudes are to get that on you.
And like in the kids for ADCC, I think I'm like 44-1.
Yeah,
I've only ever lost 1 match. It was overtime. I was going against John Anderson. He's like a 3-time juvenile world champion. He's really good.
What's juvenile, like younger age or like
teens is like 14 and under, and then juvenile is I think 15 to 18.
15 to 18. Yeah. Okay, so like high school.
Yeah, so it's like kind of youth and then like high school.
Dang.
Yeah, and so he's really good, and we're from like the same team, not the same gym, but like the same affiliation.
Yeah.
We went in the semifinals 2 years ago, and it was 0-0. I took him down in overtime, and they didn't give me points, and I was a little upset by that, but they gave him the decision, and they raised his hand before overtime, and I was like, what? And they were like, oh, sorry, we got to still do overtime.
Oh,
so I was like, they kind of had their mindset before that, but that was my only loss.
Refs, I swear.
Oh, yeah.
That's the number one thing I tell all my wrestlers. Do not leave it up to the refs. Yeah. Do not, because they'll always screw you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether they like you or don't like you, you leave it up to the refs, it's not going to go your way. If you have that in your head,
you don't leave it to the refs.
Yeah, just don't leave it to the refs, because, dude, it happens.
Yep.
I've had kids losing the finals at big tournaments because of calls like that, and I'm just like,
it's like,
what can you do? Yeah, what can you do? They have the authority. They have their agreement. But
and I even I went to the head ref after that. Jay, he's the sweetest guy ever.
Yeah.
He's a nice dude.
Shout out Jay.
Yeah, shout out Jay. But anyways, I go up to him and he's like, "Oh, that was obviously a takedown, but after the fact, there's nothing you can do about it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, man. So are you focusing on jiu-jitsu now after this tournament still up until wrestling, or are you transitioning into wrestling now?
I've been wrestling.
What are we in August?
Yeah.
August.
Our first official practice is next week.
Okay.
I've done a lot of off-season training. Like that's what I've been focusing on mostly. But I'm gonna focus on wrestling for a little bit, and then because I think I'm gonna do Super 32 at the end of September, and then after that I'm gonna focus on ADCC trials.
Nice.
And then
When is that? When is the trials?
November 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's gonna be like the gauntlet. That's like it's almost as hard as like ADCC Worlds because there's 256 per division, and you have to win 8 matches. There's no backside bracket or anything, so one match, you're
out.
Yep.
Dang.
And like the only way you get like another match is if you lose in the semis for third and fourth, because there's no in ADCC there's no fourth, fifth, sixth. There's only
top 3.
Yeah, top 3. So like you can have the best turn of your life, make it to semifinals at trials,
still not even make the podium.
Still not even make the podium. Yeah.
Dang, man. I love that though. I love that competitiveness that they put. Like
you can't just accept the double third, you know.
Yes.
You gotta,
That's so cool, man. Hopefully you kill it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you go to, you're in high school, right?
Yeah.
Do you go to Cruces High?
I'm actually homeschooled.
Homeschooled, and then so that opens the door for you to kind of do both?
Yeah, so like I've been homeschooled since the 3rd grade just because it's so hard going to school and like having to keep up my training because sometimes like whenever I'm in camp and stuff, I'll train like 6-7 hours a day, and
that's a whole school day.
Yeah, and then like traveling, like, you know, even one day I'm gone for a tournament. Like if I do that, let's say 8 times in like 3 months.
You'd be missing school like crazy.
Yeah, they kind of got on to me whenever I did that in like elementary. So we just made the switch, and I like it a lot better.
That's sick. That's such a good advantage to have that, because, I mean, I remember when I was in high school, I would have to like ditch a class to go cut weight to make weight for the duel that same night.
Exactly.
And it was just always this like, you know, trying to fill in time to train, and then also showing up to school and not failing. So that's cool, man. That's true dedication to the sport. You train at Gracie in El Paso?
Yeah.
Gracie Baja in El Paso?
Yeah, that's my main gym. I started out it used to be Gracie Baja Las Cruces.
Okay.
It's called 3 Crosses now, but that's my home gym where I started my training, but I've been with Gracie Baja El Paso for like the past 5 years.
Dang.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of good competitors there? Good practice partners?
We have they moved like gyms a little bit now, but like my main training partner Alexis, he's like ranked top 20 in the nation too, so he's really good. And then
good, man.
We have Matthew, who's like also really good, like a bunch of, and then there's a good youth program over there too.
Nice.
And like our professor Jeff, he's top notch. Like he's amazing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you need that. I mean, they always say champions come in twos. Like you need a partner that's gonna go with you.
Elevate you.
You know, you need someone that's wants it just as bad as you in the practice room.
Yeah.
Because it's challenging, man. You know, if you're the best in the room, it's cool, but it's also like you want to keep growing. You want to keep reaching that level.
Yeah, it's just hard beating everybody all the time. You know, like if you're the best in the room, it's like almost discouraging. You know.
Yeah, it is. And so you've been there for 3 years now or so.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then whenever my friend met you here at Jackson's, did you come here like occasionally to do practices here as well?
Yeah. So I've been under contract with them since I think 2022, and I'd come over here a lot, like for training and stuff. And I have a dorm over there, so I'll stay down for like a week or 2. But with wrestling, it's been hard recently, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because you're still having to show up for practices for that. Are you friends? Do you know Duncan Payne?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, I had him on the podcast like a couple episodes, and
oh, that's cool. Yeah.
He was telling me how he dropped out of school to live in the dorms at Jackson, and I was like, dang, this younger generation, man. It's like you got to be all in on the sport. You almost have to be like, even in like MMA and UFC back then, you could just be like a wrestler who could throw hands.
Yeah.
Now you have to be black belt jiu-jitsu. You have to be kickboxing.
You have to have
taekwondo, everything.
Wrestling. It's
the bar is raised so high.
Even the strikers, they have like insane wrestling.
Yeah. And then you get guys like they've wrestled their whole life, but then they just choose to stand up in MMA.
Yeah.
Because they just want to bang.
Justin Gaethje, you know.
Yeah, Gaethje's a perfect example.
Wrestler.
I've never seen him take a shot.
Yeah. Took one shot and then took himself down. Yeah.
Did like a double leg on himself.
Yeah.
He was just in New Mexico, wasn't he?
Yeah,
like
he was.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, he was here for the I forgot the name of it. I think it was like APFC or something.
Like another fight or
MMA.
MMA.
Isleta.
Dang, that's cool, man. So is that the main goal down the road, is to transition in MMA?
That's the goal. Yeah. That's why I train at Jackson Wink. I want to try to. There's a new thing called the UFC BJJ that they just started, and I want to get into that. That'd be awesome.
That would be good exposure.
Yeah, good exposure. If I got into that, then eventually after I'm like, I don't know, if I get good offers, I want to wrestle in college, get the experience.
Yeah.
But like I might just go straight to MMA if I don't.
Yeah, that's good. Still have that options is what you want.
Yeah.
Options is what you want. Just keep killing it, and then the more options, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Dang. So do you do like some striking training and stuff like on the side?
I have a striking coach, Joey Villasenor. He's a really good striker, and
nice.
Had like 40 pro fights. He's amazing, but he's who I've done all my striking with, and he's just an awesome coach.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I've noticed about you, kind of change the subject, but I love when guys try and pull guard on you, because you do that slide by arm bar. What is it called?
Yeah, it's like a, I don't know if there's a name for it. It's like a jumping arm bar.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love that. Like just watching that, because these guys are so confident they're fully committed to it, and then like 2 seconds later, like that 4-second tap you just had.
And he's a really good grappler. He's a 2nd-degree black belt. He has wins over like top 5 guys in the world.
Dang, man.
And like actually the number 1 guy in the world right now, he beat him like a year or 2 ago, and he got 4th at trials too. So
that's crazy.
That was a real big confidence booster. Beating somebody of that caliber. That's probably the best win I have right now.
That's awesome, and in that fashion.
Yeah,
it's so fun watching your matches going against like the dudes in the open tournament, because they're just after like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah,
no one wants to get like tapped in 4 seconds by a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
It's like discouraging, but just having that mental toughness that carries you a long way. Yeah. Again, that all goes back to just that mindset.
And I did a lot of like mental training with my dad too.
That's good. Like, that's so helpful, man. That's actually just having conversations about things, kind of.
And like it kind of. I've had so much of it, like I don't even really get nervous anymore. Like I kind of know what happens, and like there was a point, I think around, it was 2020. I broke my leg really bad in an ATV accident.
Oh shoot, it's always something weird like that, huh?
I couldn't walk for like I think a good 8 months.
Dang it.
And I had to do rehab for almost 2 years, and I had to have like 2 or 3 surgeries over it.
Yeah.
And I came back and I was real hesitant, like just training and doing anything. Like I felt like my leg, there's always a little bit of it, but like it wasn't bad or anything. It was just more mental.
Yes.
I was like
feeling it, but just not thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Shutting off that switch.
And I was kind of hesitant, and there was a good stretch from 2021 to 22 where I was like really bad at pulling the trigger. So I'd go and I'd be real like cagey, and then it'd lose me matches that I shouldn't have lost, and like against kids who weren't very good, or like but then I think it was around end of 2022 whenever I made the switch to no-gi, I kind of that switch like turned back,
just got over that mountain.
Dang. And I was ever since then, I just every match I go out there, win or lose, like I'll go out there and I know I tried my hardest, and like I gave my 100%. And my dad's always said, like, if I always give 100%, he'll never be upset if I lose or anything.
That's a good coach. And my dad used to tell the same thing. Like as a coach, what he's capable of, and so that's the thing is like your dad, like my dad knew the same thing. Like if I lost a match that I gave 100%, he would not care.
Yep.
But if I lost a match, he knew where I was like, oh my ankle. He's like, dude, like
exactly.
You just lost the match already. Like are you hurt or are you injured? Because we're all hurt. We all get hurt in wrestling, fighting, everything. Fingers broken, like that's hurt. But like injured is like, are you injured? Do you need to go to the hospital? No. Okay, then get over it.
There's always stuff in wrestling. Like,
it's a tough thing to as a kid growing up. That's a hard thing to overcome.
10 years
when you feel pain, it's like you want to give into it and feed into it.
But 10 years of jiu-jitsu, never a single injury, like cauliflower ear or anything.
Heck yeah.
And then,
so you wear your headgear or what?
No, just never got it.
Heck
but
yeah.
like 2 days into wrestling, I got
Oh,
cauliflower ear. You can't even notice it. It's like not bad at all, but
Yeah.
like still.
Just that grind,
days,
just the
yeah.
head against the body, all
Yeah.
your double legs, everything.
And
Dude, wear your headgear.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I have the prettiest ears ever. And I was the only guy I practiced that wore my headgear.
Yeah.
I didn't care. All my friends, they all look like pit bulls. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep my ears.
I think I have the perfect amount. Like if you're a fight fan and you kind of look a little bit, you can notice it.
Yeah.
But like
Enough
just
to be like, hey, bro, like, don't
Yeah.
mess with me.
you're not like, ooh, that guy has bad, ugly ears, you know?
Yeah, dude. So I was having to drain my friends' ears all the time. And I'm like,
Oh,
dude, this is
yeah.
disgusting.
It is.
You know, it's like, I don't know.
Mhm.
The only thing I did get is, so I didn't get cauliflower, but one of my ears is lower,
Oh, really?
weirdly.
Huh.
Like the one that I would always shoot on.
Yeah.
So when I wear glasses, they're always
They're
kind of
always
crooked. Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, dang it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy how you're just
Mm.
fully focused, but in multiple sports. That's not very common at all. You know, you're a specialist, but you're also carrying it on into the wrestling world. So what grade would you have been in, like this last year? Like what did you complete? Like sophomore,
This was my freshman year.
freshman?
yeah,
So
I'm
you
going
could be a 4-time state champ.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
This is my sophomore year. That's
Heck
the goal,
yeah.
4-timer. I could have won my 8th grade year. I got 3rd. I just kind of, I was really new to it. Like
Yeah.
The whole year, I think I took 2 shots. I just,
Mm.
I was really good from jiu-jitsu at the front headlock. So I
Yeah.
let them shoot on me.
And then
And I'm so awkward too. Like I only got taken down like twice because I
Dang.
just like,
is it hard not to
good
go for the
hips.
tap? Like
Oh, yeah.
was it hard not to just
especially
like crank
now,
the neck?
now I'm used to it. But the first year it was like, oh, I want to jump
Yeah.
on that.
And then, you know,
I would choke him out a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I'd get called for it by my coaches and stuff. Like it
hey,
wasn't
as long as you
obvious,
got
but-
an arm, dude,
Yeah.
just go for it.
Yeah.
I would always just like get them to where they're almost about to pass
Oh,
out,
yeah,
and then
you
just
did-
do a neck wrench or something like that. Wrestling's a dirty sport. So is jiu-jitsu,
Oh, yeah,
man.
it is.
These little tiny things that you figure
Mhm.
out, people are gonna find a way to do it.
Yeah.
You know? So if they're gonna do it, then you got to do it too. You know.
It's always the stupid, dirty things that get you too. Like
Yeah.
I think last year at an open, I was going against like one of the top guys in the nation.
Yeah.
And I was 14, and I was doing really good. It was 0-0, and like I had him in a toe hold, and my toes were literally like on his hamstring,
Yeah.
and he just grabbed my ankle and pulled it, popped my ankle like 3 times, and it got like that.
Oh.
And it wasn't even like it wasn't a submission. It was like right away. I wouldn't tap because I was already out of it by the time like I even felt the pain. But
dude,
it just yeah, my
that's
ankle
brutal.
got like that for like good 2 months.
Dude, I
Yeah.
feel your pain, bro. Any little thing I do
Mhm.
now, it's like turns into
Yeah.
a golf ball.
It's always the stupid little things you get injured by too.
Yeah. Here we are,
Pickleball.
ATV, pickleball.
Yeah. And like last year,
Whatever.
my first year
Still
wrestling.
good? Okay, cool.
My first year wrestling, I was what was it? It was like 3 weeks before state. It was
Yeah.
whenever the Joe Vivian was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was that Thursday. I was with my practice partner. We do things called fixations. It's just like a hard drill for 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds.
Mhm.
We'll do like 20 of them. And
Just
they-
like chain moves.
yeah, they suck. It's like one move, like a double leg fixation.
Mhm.
They say 30 seconds, but it's more like a minute.
Yeah.
They don't even really time it. But anyways, it was the last fixation of the day. I think we were down to like 20 seconds, and my partner did a double leg, and I just landed wrong right on my shoulder, and it popped. And I wasn't going to the Joe Vivian. I had a big jiu-jitsu tournament. And,
Yeah.
I went against the number 1 kid in the world.
At that jiu-jitsu tournament.
For like the weight class below me, and we were in the same weight class because I was 130 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was a lot smaller, but we went and I won 4-2, and like my shoulder, like I couldn't even lift up my arm. It was so bad, and I had a tough bracket too. Like it wasn't no cakewalk, and I won. But then after I told my parents, I was like, oh, my shoulder's a little injured.
Mhm.
So we got an MRI, and it was broken and torn, and
No way.
yeah, and I still wrestled at state, but it sucked. I had KT tape, but
Dang.
Yeah.
Dude, that's one thing. Like, it's so hard to make it to state or these big tournaments without injuries.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so rare too, or even not get sick. Like my senior year, I went into state. I had walking pneumonia.
oh, sick. Being
Perfect,
sick sucks,
great
yeah.
season, and then like right before district, walking pneumonia. So there's always these things that you people don't realize that you have to deal with leading up to tournaments.
Yeah.
You know, all the
Yeah.
days like wanting to push your body, but also like, hey, I got a torn, my shoulder pops out.
Yeah.
How can we still get through practice?
And then this year, the same time, like literally like 2 days before Joe Vivian, I was here at Jackson Wink.
Yeah.
I was training with my wrestling coach Mohammed. He's amazing. He's was on the Russian national team and stuff.
Dang.
And I shot a high crotch, and it was just an awkward. I overshot it, and like he sprawled at the same time, and my arm was here, and it just went boom, and my wrist like went below my elbow.
Hyperextended,
Yeah,
like backwards like that.
Yeah, and it was a loud pop, and like I went through it. It didn't really hurt, and I was like, ooh, that's gonna hurt later. And then I woke up that next morning, and I like couldn't move my shoulder. It was the other one too. It was the opposite shoulder, and I didn't get anything. But I checked after state because I didn't want him to hold me back or anything, and it was torn too. So.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's crazy. That just things like that just blow my mind because, yeah, it's just such a tough sport.
Well, yeah.
I remember going into state. I don't know what year it was, but I had you know how they are with ringworm and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I just so happened to get one right before like district, and I was like freaking out. And so I had my friends, you know, high school mentality. Nothing against high schoolers, but like high schoolers, like, dude, what if we just brand you and just say you got burnt like welding? So my friends like heated up these scissors, just like a pair of scissors, like till they're red, and literally just branded my arm. Like I still have a gnarly scar right there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
You still see it. And so when I show up for the skin thing, I'm like, oh, I was helping my dad weld, and you know, some of the metal got on me. Just the things that you do to just make it in sometimes. It just blows my mind.
And I had KT tape for my broken and torn shoulder, but I had ringworm there too, and it was a good 3 weeks old, and so it wasn't contagious or anything, and I had been medicating the whole time. And I had KT tape the first day, and my coaches were like, it should be all right. You can take it off for the second day. And I take it off, and they, like, pulled me aside. They like, looked at me for, like, a good 20 minutes. They were like, I was so scared because I was still, like, in the tournament, you know. And they let me compete finally, but, like.
That's still terrifying.
The one that let us compete was like, our own trainer, so I was kind of lucky.
Thank God, man.
Yeah.
It's cool like when people like support you like on these other things, like even doctor like Belena's like a wrestling city. Like we've always been wrestlers. I think we've won multiple state champions.
Really
so
good.
even like it's just a part of the community. So like even the doctors, like our local doctor, I would always have to get a waiver signed because my body fat was like at 2% or something, and so they would have to like do a waiver and it's like, go take state, you know, like. It's just cool to have that support. Funny, you know what I mean? Like
small
they
town
just
wrestling,
get it.
You know?
Yeah, any other place they would be like, no way or no.
Exactly.
But that's just cool that like, you know, your trainers are there too, and they're like rooting for you, you know?
Yeah, they want you to win.
Because they see you. I mean, you're probably in the trainers all the time, getting ice and all this,
like,
and to pull your card, you know, right before state, in the middle of state.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make sense.
And my coaches always said, like, unless it's something serious like staff, and you're into the second day, like, they should just let you wrestle. It's the last tournament of the year. You know?
Yeah, dude. Like,
so, like they almost DQ'd the kid that was the returning state champion at heavyweight. He was right before me. His name is Mark Handy. He's wrestled for La Cueva, but he was like, he had ringworm on his face, and like it was obviously like old, so it wasn't contagious or anything.
They called him out on it still.
Yeah, they almost didn't let him wrestle, but
man.
He ended up wrestling. He won. So
do you? So what weight do you compete in jiu-jitsu and wrestling in the same weight? What is it, like 155 or something? Or?
Yeah, I wrestle at 57, and then I do jiu-jitsu at 55.
How's that? Like, are you pretty good at making weight?
Yeah.
Do you have to cut a lot, or do you just wrestle what you weigh, kind of?
I usually, like, my 8th grade year for wrestling, I was like 5 pounds underweight. I was wrestling 139s, and I was like 132.
Dang.
And I was more like 10 because then there's the 3-pound allowance from after
That's
Christmas.
a lot.
And
it's a lot.
It's like a whole new weight class. And I could have gone 32, but like I like the weight I was at. I didn't have to cut while everybody was suffering. So and then this year I was underweight also for 45s, and then I had a big growth spurt, and I've been getting up to like 170.
That's good.
But like if I'm in good condition, like I'm usually like 63 to 65, and then like the first 5 pounds is usually easy. It's just like the last 3 to 4 pounds that's a little hard, but it's not bad.
That's good. Once you've done it, you get used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know your body more than anyone, so it's like, you know, and in those sports at that highest level, you do have to. Yeah. You know, like me, I weigh 150. I would have to fight at 135. Like, there's no question.
Exactly.
Because of how huge these guys are.
Yeah.
Huge. Like, you see Charles Oliveira with like towels and people praying over him. like just to
It's insane.
make weight. Like people are literally almost killing themselves because they want to be bigger in the weight class.
And like I went at nationals this weekend. The guy that I submitted in 4 seconds, Jordan Hawley, he was big.
Was
like
he?
it's and they have the man strength too, you know.
Yeah.
Like if I was just in the kids, like I'm totally fine with not cutting weight.
Mm-hmm.
But like going against those grown men,
You feel
that cut weight too, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like my first ADCC trials I did, I had just turned 14. It was the week of my birthday, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And to make it into day 2, I was the youngest to make it to day 2 because there's 2 days of trials.
Yeah.
And like top 32 is day 2. And I to go into day 2, I wrestled this guy. He was from Austin, and he told me I'd cut down from 170, and it was at 145. and I showed it to the tournament, and I weighed in at 134.
Oh my God, dude.
He was just huge. I looked like a midget next to him. Yeah.
Did he cutting that much? Like, did you think he lost a lot of strength too? Like,
you
just
see
feeling wrestling him.
Even though it was a day after, like he had a whole day to rehydrate, he still looked like a skeleton.
So in jiu-jitsu tournaments, they give you a day.
Yeah, they give you a day. It's like MMA. Yeah. For
really
ADCC
good.
at least, like IBJJF, it's day of, but ADCC it's always day before.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's such an advantage, you know, because you just hydrate, get the electrolytes going.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's crazy how much you crave water, huh? Like when you get in those moments, you're like, oh my gosh.
All you want is water,
dude. I remember just getting like a little, like finger of peanut butter, and just it was like, oh, so savory, you know?
Yeah. For Fargo, I was, I think I was doing 157.
Yeah,
but it was. I was a little heavier. Like I had been working out and stuff, but I had also been eating a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like a little heavier, and to make 157, it sucked so bad. And I was like putting water in my mouth, swishing it around, and then spitting it out.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Fargo was fun though.
I was gonna ask about that. What's that tournament like? I mean, I know the brackets are ginormous.
Yeah. I was even seated. I was seated, I think, 20th in the division, but they just don't like New Mexico people. They always give you tough brackets. Like my first kid was from Virginia, and he had like a record of like 61-10.
Yeah.
And I teched him. And then next kid was a New York kid, and he was like 20-2.
Jeez.
And I should have teched him. They just kind of scored it wrong. I won 17-9, but they gave him 4 points, which should have been my points because he went for a takedown, and I crotched through him, and they gave him 4 for it.
Oh, okay.
And so I would have teched him if it wasn't for that.
Heck yeah.
But then in day 2, like, they gave me the 4 seed, and he was the U.S. World Team member.
No way. What was his name?
Justice Heeg.
Okay.
He was a Pan American champion, and like he got second at the U.S.
Crazy
Open.
you get guys like that are 4th seed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this dude has all these things, still 4.
Yeah. And he was really good. I gave up a 4 in the beginning. That kind of cost me the match because he went for a takedown. I crotched through him. That's like in freestyle. I'm pretty strong with my grip, so I'll crotch through a lot of people. And then I stood on it too long, and so he just stood up and like kind of did a roll out of bounds, so he got a 4 from it because my hands weren't on the ground. But it was like it wasn't even a big move or anything.
Yeah,
but I was just kind of trailing from that, and I lost 10-4, so it would have been like 6-4 if I didn't. But he was really good, and then that was the match like midway through where I tore my knee, and so I ended up tearing my knee there, and like. It was bad, but I could still kind of walk around and stuff.
Yeah, but you knew, like you felt like you just know your body.
And then on the backside of the bracket, I was going against a kid I should have tacked in like the first period. Like I got the first takedown, and he was from Indiana, and I was wrecking him or not wrecking. It was like 4-0.
Yeah.
And then my second takedown, I take him down, and I was kneeling on him like trying to do a gut, and I just feel my knee just pop, and it felt like a rubber band, like it felt like it squeezed, and then it just like boom. And like the trainers looked at it, and I continued because like I didn't want to go out like that.
Right.
And I ended up losing the match by 2 points because I was just standing straight up. And it was still a high score, but like I lost because I just couldn't shoot or anything. And so I was supposed to take some time off, but then the next weekend I went to Atlanta for wrestling. And I had 12 matches. That was tough.
What did you do? Just rap the crap out of it?
Oh yeah.
Like just like have it like Spencer Lee style? Like just have like.
And then
where you can't fully bend it or what?
Yeah, and then I had this thing called an air brace. It's basically for training because it's so big, but it's literally like that thick on all sides, and it's just I actually have it in the car. I was supposed to wear it in here, but I was wearing that.
Dude, we could have been like matching.
I know it could have been matching, but so I go to Atlanta and I win my bracket because it's a bracket and then there's duels.
Yeah,
and my bracket I had some pretty good kids. Like I I pinned and teched everybody in the bracket. I pinned like the first 2 kids, and then I hit a spladle on in the semifinals.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and then I pinned him
Oh,
with that.
dude, getting stuck in a
Yeah.
spladle, that's the worst.
Yeah, I hit 3 spladles that tournament. And
Did you just hold it? Like, did he end up pinning himself,
yeah,
or did you just kind of?
he literally adjusted himself to get pinned
Because it's just so painful.
and it was a bad spladle too. It wasn't like kind of one of the
Like
banana
deep.
spladles, but it was like one where his legs were behind his head and stuff.
Oh man.
Like the Brock Hardy one against Jesse Mendez.
Dang.
Yeah, and then
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Where he was full split, like became a meme.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit 3 of those that weekend, kind of like that. And then in the finals, I went against a kid who got 6 at Fargo in my bracket.
Mm-hmm.
He was good. He was from Georgia, and I was up 9-0 in the 3rd period.
Yeah.
And then like he kind of tried to explode out because he was down with like 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
And I ended up pinning him, so that was pretty nice because
That's awesome, man.
it kind of gives me that I know I can
Yeah.
place at those big tournaments. You know.
Oh, that's why I encourage like anyone who's doing jujitsu, wrestling, like travel if you can. Travel, like go if they're doing fundraising, because that's where you really hit your growth spurts at those tournaments, and you get those confidence boosters.
Oh yeah.
I just beat this national champ, or I just beat this kid from. Why can't I go back home and dominate?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and like he, like the kid that I lost to at Fargo, like knowing guy, it was still like I know I can beat that kid, you know, but like this was my first year doing freestyle. Like I've never trained freestyle other than with my partner, like in the.
It's a hard adjustment.
Yeah, like
I even like freestyle was very difficult to learn.
We just like do stuff that we saw online in the room because it'd just be us two because our coach like out for personal reasons and stuff. But
so you just YouTube it and then try it.
And then I went to the Fargo camp and I had 3 days of like actual freestyle training. There's so many little rules and like things I didn't know.
Like the out of bounds things and what counts, what doesn't.
Even that 1 month. That's been 1 month since I've done that, the Fargo.
Yeah.
And like even looking back at it now, I'm like, wow, that's like the things I didn't know is insane.
Like it made such a difference in all the matches.
And then
where it could have went one way or the other.
Exactly.
Dang, that's what confuses me about jiu-jitsu, like the scoring.
Oh,
like that just seems so hard to
there's
score.
So many different organizations too.
Yeah. Like how do you you get guys? It's a constant scramble. You know, there's not like in wrestling, it's okay. You get on top, you get control. That's 3. 3 now. And in jiu-jitsu, what do they do? Like, so if you're attempting stuff, the more you're attempting, the more you get points. Even if you don't get it,
you get initiations for an ADCC, and then in IBJJF they give you advantages. So like, and even getting a takedown in wrestling, in jiu-jitsu is so hard. Like you go against these strong adults, like you have to take somebody down and keep them on both hips for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And they can't, if they have one hip off, then there's no points. And if they turtle, like kind of like rest position, then it's no points at all. So like, it's so hard getting takedowns.
I bet, dude. Do you prefer, it seems like you prefer grappling on top.
Yeah.
It seems like you always go for the top position. I haven't seen you like pull guard from standing.
I used to be a big guard puller, and then like I started wrestling, and like I feel so confident with that now. Like I know these jiu-jitsu guys, even if they are good wrestlers, like against that one Olympian dude, like I know I can stand with them. So it's
with your style, it helps to be on top because you're really aggressive. I know like a lot of dudes are super technical, but your style is like grit.
Yeah, and like I was talking with the kid that I said we went against each other 5 times, Sydney.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you're just so like unorthodox too. Like every time I go in, I have a different style. You know, you never expect the same thing. Like he's real strong and straightforward. Like he's straightforward, like right here, and then he'll pass your guard and then like mount you, armbar you, rear naked choke. But like I tried to hit stuff from anywhere. You know.
Yeah, dude, that flying armbar still. I watched that video I think like 15 times in a row. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, it's such, like you said, if you ain't flying, you ain't trying. You just gotta go for it.
And it's funny too. Like I'll watch my videos back, and I'm like, how did I do that?
Because you're just in a flow state.
Yeah, like I don't even remember it.
Yeah, when you're wrestling or competing in jiu-jitsu, you've already done. You've had 1,000 matches in your head. You're just reacting.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not thinking. Because you can't think. Okay, I'm gonna hit this, and then I'm gonna.
Yeah.
You just go by instinct. They arm drag you. You turn into them. It's all like stuff. That's why drilling is so important. Exactly. People don't realize you drill the same thing 15,000 times.
Yeah, and there's a thing in jiu-jitsu called eco jiu-jitsu, and like my friend Logan, he's one of my good friends. He's like real big into it because his gym does it, and
eco.
They're really good at it. But it's literally it's just different live positions. They never drill. And like I've always told them like I don't like that at all. Like it works for some people, I guess, like how they do it.
Yeah.
But I just think like drilling is like the foundation for
Yeah,
everything.
it is.
Like how are you supposed to get good without drilling?
Exactly. You how do you like you
they
can't
do live scenarios, but it's like there's so many little details that you need from drilling.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what would you, if you were to give advice to like a young kid who's wanting to get into like grappling or something, what would you tell them?
You know, like a lot of parents are tough on them, like their kids. Like my parents have always been really good about that. Like they never force me in anything.
Yeah.
And like for the parents too, like never force your kids into something they don't want to do, because that's how you create like kids that hate it.
Yeah,
know?
they resent.
Yeah. And so like my parents have always like given me the option, like, do you want to go to this tournament? And I'm like, either yes or no. But it's always yes, but like, you know, just giving somebody the option, you know.
Yeah.
And then for the kids, like just keeping with it. And like a lot of kids try to go against what their coaches say, but like coaches know best.
Right,
You know?
right.
And then there's some coaches, you know, like the outliers that are bad coaches, but
Yeah.
most jiu-jitsu coaches, like once you hit a black belt, there's kind of like a certain prestige that
Yeah.
they're all really good. But just like, you know, going in there and like knowing that you give your best, like don't ever be discouraged.
Right.
Like I've lost whenever I was a kid and been discouraged, you know, but like it happens. Like it's gonna happen, but like don't think like, because I know kids that have been really good and they lose a tournament, like they've won their whole life, lose a tournament, and they're like, I'm quitting, you know.
Yeah.
But
getting over the losses and coming back.
My dad always told me, like, you know, even Muhammad Ali's lost. Like, the best guys in the world have lost and come back stronger. Like he told me the losses are like what make you, you know. If you just win all the time, it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you were even saying like you had that wrestling match where you lost earlier in the season. Sometimes
it gives you a fire.
It does. It gives you a fire. You have a chip on your shoulder. Okay, I'm never gonna do that again.
Exactly.
But that's the way you got to bounce back. You know, some kids, they, like you just said, they get so used to winning right away that they can't lose. And then there's also the other side of it where kids just lose and they think, okay, I suck.
Yeah.
But instead of just sticking with it, dude, I've wrestled with kids that got stuck all through junior wrestling, but they kept showing up. They ended up being state champs in high school. It's the kids that stick with it.
Exactly.
Like, just stick with it, you know? Stick through the suck. Embrace the suck.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not meant for everyone. Like, it's very niche. I mean, not here in New Mexico, just because of the culture.
The grit, you know.
But, you know, it's something that you just... I just respect grapplers and wrestlers so much because I know how hard it is to be coached, to lose, to just all the things that come that are unsaid about the sport, you know?
You know, losing, it just wants to, like... It makes you, like... discouraged. Like there's times that I've wanted to like dang, this sucks. Like and it makes you never want to lose again, which is the good thing. Like if you win all the time, then like it's like, what's even the point, you know? Like I've known people that have won so much, like, and you know, eventually everybody loses, but like they've won so much, like they almost don't even like it, you know? But
you gotta stay hungry, find ways to stay hungry.
Like losing is what kind of it brings you back, you know? Like that once you get that fire under you, like I've gone times where I've lost and then I've won like 60 matches in a row, you know.
Oh, dude, taking third is harder than taking first a lot of the times. You have to win like 5 more matches backdoor. Yep. It's insane.
Wrestling, like
some of my proudest tournaments are third places because it's like you had to wrestle the whole bracket again.
Oh, yeah. And like honestly, third place like bracket's harder.
Yeah.
Like, on the backside, you'll have all the killers that have lost, and like there's only 2 guys on the top podium, so everybody else is on the backside. You know,
that's true.
Yeah, and like a lot of the times, the guy who got third is better than the guy who got second.
For sure. So if you were, I know you might not do it, but if you were to wrestle in college, do you have one that you would want to go to or something? Like, is there one where you're like, oh, I wish I could wrestle at that school?
Obviously, like Penn State is the best. You know,
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm a big Penn State fan. I don't care. All you guys can hate,
Yeah.
say whatever. Penn State is where it's at.
Penn State is where it's at. But then, you know, like if I did wrestle, I'd want to stay closer to home too, you know, like Arizona State.
Arizona State's really good program. Solid.
Yeah.
You got Zahid out of there. He probably rolls around with those dudes.
Yep. And then like my favorite like program, like they have the best recuperation, like rehab is the best, I should say.
Uh,
Oklahoma State,
they
like
did-
you should
okay.
see their training center.
Oh, they just got David Taylor too,
Yeah.
huh?
And like
That's
I've
good.
always liked the culture over there too. Like
Yeah.
how they do it. But obviously Penn State would be number one. But
Oh
like,
yeah.
like Oklahoma State, and they're not even that far either. Like from Las Cruces, it's like 10 hours.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
It's doable.
Yeah, and then Nebraska, obviously, like I like all the cultures because they're not even like big, or they're like really gritty. Like they're not like Pennsylvania, where everybody's amazing. But
Yeah.
like you go to Arizona, like a lot of the guys are insanely gritty.
Yeah,
And
that's
I-
true.
And I like that kind of culture.
For
Like
sure.
you seen their training too, like Arizona State, they run up mountains and stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Each team, it's crazy. Each team has their own
Their own
culture,
thing,
their
yeah.
own thing, their own style. Iowa's so different from
Mhm.
Penn, just from the coaching, the environment. Like you get dudes like what's his name? DeSanto. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that because I almost said Siriano, but it's DeSanto.
Yeah.
Like that culture is like just
Oh, just
over and
Yeah.
over. Shoot double like 15 times till
Yeah.
you get it.
and like
Penn State's more like they're like making up moves in real
Technicians
time
too,
in
yeah.
matches. Bo Nichols trying something.
Mhm.
They tell you not to reach back, but Bo's
But
reaching
he's
back,
reaching
doing
back
it
at
like
the top level.
that's what I like, that
working.
flow that Kale Sanders brings.
Mm-hmm.
So each team has their own thing. I don't know. David Taylor, I'm excited to see what he.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are going to Oklahoma
I
now.
really love David Taylor.
I would
He's-
love to see
yeah.
him get a national champ, but
Mhm.
nah. Penn State. Just kidding.
Penn State, yeah.
I love.
They're gonna be dominant for a long time.
Bo Nickel, I hope he does good in UFC.
Yeah.
Still, beginner, but I think over these times in between his fights,
Mhm.
he's gonna make strides.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like Ono, he's insane. Like I'm excited to see how he does in freestyle.
Yeah.
And that guy I wrestled at the Open in Dallas.
Yeah.
He lost to Ono by like 1 point too. So he's
No way.
yeah. But
Dang.
Ono's,
Are we
like,
are we good
amazing.
on time? How much? Sorry about that.
Hey.
How long has it been? I just want to make sure we're good. Okay, cool. We got our engineer today.
Yeah. Engineer.
Since I got my freaking one leg, I can't hop over there.
Oh yeah.
We're I like this because it's like a one man show. It's fun. I like some people like do over the top studios and
Oh,
have all
yeah.
the, and it's just too many cooks in the kitchen
Exactly.
sometimes.
And like it's just too much stuff going on.
Yeah, I like this, bro. Like
Yeah.
I had someone that asked me like, hey, like they wanted to be on the pod and they're like, well, do you do Zoom interviews? And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah,
It's,
it's different.
and you even see like Joe Rogan, he has one guy,
Yeah,
Like that's
all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I got everything here.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
people overcomplicate things.
Mhm.
Yeah. So dang, dude, I'm excited. Like you've done so much, but I'm so excited for what's to come.
Yeah, thank you.
Like there's just so many things to look forward to in jiu-jitsu, fighting, wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna try and make more high school tournaments. Maybe I'll go get a chance to
Awesome.
watch
Yeah.
you. Or if like ADCC
Yeah, ADCC.
comes back to like Arizona or something, I'll
Yeah.
go down there, dude. I
Awesome.
love Arizona.
Yeah, I like Arizona a lot too. But like for wrestling, like the conflict at Cleveland,
Mhm.
that's like even bigger than state.
I know.
It's insane how
And that's like a newer
Yeah.
big tournament. Like Joe Vivian used to be the biggest one,
Yeah.
and it seems like conflict of
conflict
Cleveland.
kind of took that over. Yeah.
So, dude, and that's like one of the first ones of the season, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's early January.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be
I'm
there.
excited for that one.
Heck yeah! I'm gonna give you a shirt after this, bro. You
Oh,
better
awesome.
rep it in
Yeah,
your
I
practices, bro. You
got
could
you.
cut it in a muscle shirt,
Yeah.
tear it up.
But I'm excited for what was it? Trials. Yeah, trials.
Trials is a big one in November.
November. Yeah.
Where's that one at?
This time it used to be in New Jersey. I
Yeah.
didn't really like New Jersey at all. It was in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be in Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah.
Dang.
Either
that's
Tampa or
cool.
Miami. It's one of the two.
So you're probably gonna see
Yeah.
that kid again.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
one who's from there.
Yeah. And they have kids trials going on too. The day before.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see because they're doing a round of invites too before that for
Yeah.
Kids Worlds. And so if I get invited, then I won't have to do trials. But
Yeah.
if I don't, then I'll do that trials too.
Dang. So you can only enter by invite. Some of these, or-
For Worlds, like it's invite only, or you have to win trials.
Mm-hmm.
And so like if I get invited, then I obviously don't have to do trials. But
Mhm.
and then sometimes like if you perform good at trials, like for ADCC, there's only one winner. So like you get third means nothing.
Mm.
Like obviously you get the medal and stuff. And
Yeah.
then second, like sometimes we'll get invited, but it's usually just you get
Just
first,
one
then,
dude.
then you're invited, and like they have 8 trials all over the world. Each one of them 256 people.
Just slowly
Yeah.
building that elite bracket.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, man. It's
Yeah.
even like I was just talking about this on the last podcast, Real Woods.
Yeah.
Just the matches you have to go through to make the world team.
Oof.
Like that match leading up to Final X.
Yeah.
Dude, that bracket, everyone was a NCAA champ.
And
I think Real was like the only one that wasn't.
Yeah, and like first match was down 1 point.
Yeah.
3 seconds left. You know, like could have been eliminated right there and had a whole
and
different
that's it.
team member. That's it.
Yeah,
You know?
that's it. Like, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, and then you win Final X, and it's like, dude,
It's insane.
it's just so
Yeah.
the way they narrow it down, dude,
Yeah.
is just, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You want the best at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
You want
That's
the
who
best
you
guys
want.
at those tournaments.
And like at Fargo it was cool. I got to watch Jack Sporus and Vito for their
Nice.
Final X match.
I like Vito.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Vito too. But like I was watching him and it was pretty cool because it was right before I was competing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was already on the floor and I was just standing I was literally at the stage. And so I was like me to you to Vito.
No
And it was
way,
cool. Yeah,
dude.
I was seeing him warm up and
That's
I was
sick.
standing right next to
Just like that?
the Cornell coaches. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that's sick. You should say what's up to him. Say, hey, watch my match.
I know.
Start marketing yourself, bro.
I know, yeah.
Send him the link
he's
to this podcast. Be
yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
I'm a down to earth guy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked like insane though, like how much he cut. He
Yeah.
looked like a skeleton.
Did he? Vito
He
did?
had, he had insane definition, but like his muscles were like his legs were
Like down to
Yeah.
like no fat.
Mhm.
Like you could see every vein on him.
exactly.
Dang, man.
It's insane.
Vito, he's a tough cat. I'm
Oh, yeah.
excited for the world tournament
Oh, I am
because you
too.
got Roman Bravo representing Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah.
There's just a lot of cool
He's not even
matchups.
that far. He's from Tucson too, so like it's I didn't because I wasn't into wrestling then, but
Yeah.
like a lot of people I know from Las Cruces, like they'd see him at tournaments and stuff, so it's kind of cool
Heck
knowing
yeah.
that he's a pretty local guy.
Yeah,
See him on the world level.
dude,
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun, man. I'm
then-
excited for just everything to come.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
Of course, like Real Woods too. He's
Real,
from-
he just reposted us yesterday, bro.
Oh, that's
Real,
awesome.
he always gives up to the 505.
yeah,
I want him on the pod when he's in New Mexico, but
yeah.
he's got so much going on
Oh,
now.
yeah.
It's like, dude,
He's supposed to do a like a workshop at my high school.
Yeah.
but I can't remember, something personal came up, so he
Mhm.
couldn't. But yeah, that would have been cool.
yeah, he's really good about giving back.
Yeah,
Doing
he
camps
is.
in Albuquerque and like, you know, it's so easy to forget your roots. You know,
Oh,
when you
yeah,
climb to that
definitely.
level, you almost forget to look back and
Where you
dude,
were.
you gotta. It's your job now to uplift everyone.
Yep.
Like you made that path possible.
hmm
Now you gotta help everyone out.
Exactly. Yeah, and like I forgot to say the other day too at that Georgia tournament.
Yeah.
I wrestled one of the top kids from Pennsylvania too.
Wrestling.
Yeah, he and like first 10 seconds he shot a single. I defended pretty well,
Mhm.
but then I gator baconed him and pinned him. I think in like
No
20
way,
seconds. Yeah.
dude.
It's
That's
pretty cool.
impressive.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. I love like just nothing is it's unmatched when you
Yeah.
win matches like that.
Mhm.
Like that high you
It was
get,
so-
that just it's
so
just
nice.
so good
Like-
because you know like you put in all this hard work and to
Mhm.
see it get paid off, you get your hand
Yeah.
raised. It's like, dude,
And it was a
how
three-
can we keep
yeah.
going? You know, it's almost you get addicted to it.
Exactly. It was a 3-day tournament too, you know, and that was the first match of the third day, and I knew that was going to be my first match of the third day too.
Mm.
So like you go into it not nervous, but like almost like too anxious, you know,
Yeah.
where you're like I'll get like too hyped up or I'll start like shaking, you know, and
You have
And
to
then-
calm your heart rate.
yeah, exactly. I'll do little breathing exercises, and I have like a stretch routine that I do before every single tournament.
That's
and then,
good.
Like I have a routine pat down that I just do every time, you know.
That's good.
And it gets me in the right state of mind where I'm not too excited and I'm not
Mm.
like too like not warmed up at all, you know.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
balance it.
Yeah, exactly. There's
That's a
like
hard thing to
perfect
do.
balance. Yeah.
Especially when you have big matches like that.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, am I warmed up enough?
And then
your
you
heart's
over
already
warm
there.
up. Like I've done that before
Where you
I
over warm
up. Yeah. But like even for the world finals for jiu-jitsu last year at
Mhm.
ADCC, and the T-Mobile, that was the craziest because there's like
T-Mobile.
a lot of people in the stands. It's almost intimidating. Like you look up and you can barely see the top of the stands, you know.
Wow.
And I had a Brazilian in the finals from Melky Galvao, who's like the best Brazilian team.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be a stud. He was like being really hyped up, and like I didn't warm up basically at all. Like I did a little warm up.
Off the bench,
Yeah.
just kind of.
Yeah, I was just kind of like I do a lot of stretching, but not like warm up. you
Yeah.
know? And I go in there and I submitted him. I think in like a minute. He went for a single leg and I countered it and I took his back and choked him out. But that was the best feeling, you know.
Dude, it's the ultimate game of
Yeah.
chess, man.
Oh yeah, like
It's chess at the highest
Mhm.
stakes. You know, one wrong move can literally
yeah,
screw you.
Yeah, like
You
jiu-jitsu
reach
is literally
too
human
far,
chest.
you overshoot on a shot, all of a sudden your neck.
Oh yeah.
And jiu-jitsu matches can end like that. That's the
Exactly.
thing. It's like all of a sudden your arm and you're just like,
Oh yeah.
what just happened?
And your legs, like
Do
leg
heel
locks are
hooks
the
suck?
scariest.
I heard that heel hooks is
Oh,
like the
yeah.
worst thing to get caught in
Yeah.
like that, because that could like, that's a career ender, right? Like it's instant.
Yeah, like I got caught in a Aoki one time last year after I messed up my ankle.
Is that like a leg lock?
Yeah, it's like a heel hook, but
Okay.
it's worse. It's like a straight ankle heel hook, so it's like this, but your heel's exposed and you just go like that.
Oh,
And it was my ankle was already bummed out, and it was like I think a week later I did that, and I got caught in that, and I tapped like too late, and it just sucked.
just
like
damages you.
yeah,
Dude.
I couldn't even train
Hyperextend it.
and stuff.
Have you ever
but
been like past? Have you ever gotten like choked out, like out like in
nah,
tournaments
No, but
or at practice?
I got put out one time actually. Like let me think.
You're all, no one chokes me
Yeah.
out.
3 months ago actually at Jackson Wink.
Yeah, no way.
It was my first time I've ever been like put
Was
to
it rear
sleep.
naked or what was it?
So it was like a round, and I was kind of going with the guy, and I was like beating him pretty good, and
Yeah.
so I was just there's 10 seconds left, and we were starting from the DARS position, and like we had to work out, and I saw there's 10 seconds, and I was like, all right, I've been kind of dominating this whole round, I'm just gonna try something.
Mhm.
So I cartwheel over him, and it was pretty cool. And then I was like, all right, that was cool. And there was like 5 seconds, and I'm like, I'm gonna try a Granby, and I Granbied, and I'm not joking, 2 seconds I got put to sleep. Like it was like
What did he have you in from a Granby?
it was the DARS, because we started in the
okay,
DARS
okay.
position, and
So it was from the DARS. You tried to
Yeah.
roll out, and it just
yeah,
instant,
and
like-
I saw the clock. I saw one, and then I went to sleep, and I was only asleep for like half a second, like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of rolled over and went and woke up, but it was weird. Like my whole body went kind of numb. But
did you oh yeah, so it was in practice.
yeah.
I was gonna say, so I've said this on the pod too, but I got choked out at state
Oh really?
in wrestling. Like out.
Yeah.
They couldn't wake me up. It was like 2
Yeah.
minutes, dude.
That's insane.
But yeah, I mean the refs again,
Yeah.
you know, kids. I was choked out, clearly out, and
Yeah.
the refs just like
Really? That's
looking at
insane.
me, just
Yeah.
like. But I will say, when I woke up from that nap, because the match
Yeah.
wasn't over, dude, I felt so good.
Oh really?
Yeah, I like got my second win. The kid was all breathing hard, sweating.
You kept going.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
that's
My coach's
insane.
like, you gotta throw him. You gotta
That's
throw him.
insane.
You're down by foot. Whatever. You know
Yeah.
how wrestling is.
Exactly.
But like, it's almost peaceful when you wake up
Yeah.
from you get
It-
choked
it
out. You're like,
was.
whoa.
Yeah.
Felt like I took a
Yeah.
nap, bro.
I was I felt like real mellow.
Don't go
Yeah.
choke yourself out, kids.
No,
like
no,
I'm. It's not a good thing.
It's not.
I'm kind of half retarded because of it now, but
And my coach, his name's Jimmy, and then his dad was also a wrestling coach. It was his wrestling coach.
Yeah.
He's Big Jimmy. They're Jimmy Junior and then Senior.
yeah.
And he always told us, like, if you ever put somebody to sleep in a tournament, don't like show their face or anything. You pin them first, and then because like they can come back. You know.
Yeah, come back
gotta-
and like just.
You got to cover their
Get
face,
you.
and then yeah, it's funny, but
That's crazy, man. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. Well, bro, I think we're getting up to getting close to wrapping it up. Dude, before we go, I want to shake your hand,
Oh,
bro. I
yeah.
just want to feel the. Oh dang, dude, Neil, you weren't wrong, bro.
yeah, I tried one of those grip strength things one time. I
Did
got
you?
like a 170.
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's what got me introduced to Kolby. Hey, dude, this kid has
Yeah.
this handshake, bro. I swear he felt like man's
that's
hands.
funny.
I was like, all right, well, let's see what's
Yeah.
up.
I
And now,
gotta-
dude, here we are, friends.
Yeah.
I'm
I got-
looking forward to watching you all through high
Yeah,
school.
thank you.
Sophomore year now, right?
Yep.
Dude.
I got asked too before. I saw on your Instagram, your dad. He looked like he rodeoed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's
I
awesome.
grew up rodeoing. My dad's
Yeah.
still team ropes. We got an arena.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, bro. I'm an undercover cowboy.
That's awesome. My dad's been a rancher's
No
whole
way.
life too, so
Heck
I
yeah.
grew up like cowboying and stuff. And
Dude.
people don't know I still love that stuff and
Heck
ride
yeah.
horses, but I wanted to be a bull rider my whole life, and
No way.
my dad wouldn't let me. So
That's probably a smart
yeah.
move.
Yeah, he was like, too
Dude.
many injuries. He's like, you could do like, he said I could do like bronco riding, but I was like, no, I wanted to be on bulls.
Yeah.
So
You want to
So,
go to the most
got the
extreme.
next best thing, MMA and jiu-jitsu, you know?
Dude.
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah, he lost his thumb from.
I was going to ask if you were a team roper or because a lot, that's like
He-
a common
He
injury.
lost it in I was with him actually. We were gathering cows when I was like about 10.
It's like a deli?
Yeah.
Got caught in
so
a deli?
we
Oh,
roped a cow and then came off and snipped his thumb off. Yeah.
dang it, man. Were you wearing gloves or no gloves? No gloves.
And then the next what was it? Literally a year later he broke 11 ribs, 11 vertebrae and
What the heck?
punctured a lung, and then the other lung collapsed because he was gathering cows in an orchard. And he was at a dead sprint, and his horse is really good. His name is Billy. He was a cutting horse, so like he was, and then he made a huge cut, and he kind of got off to the side, and then made another cut the other way, and he went boom and wrapped around a tree.
Oh, dude! So the full weight of the horse, just
no, he like it threw him off.
it threw you off into the tree.
Him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, now I know where you get your mental toughness from.
All my family. And then like my uncle, he got in a motorcycle accident, had like his like hip was literally out out of his skin, and I saw him like 2 hours later, and he's like, "No, I'm fine." Yeah.
That's the thing. Like when you now that you said that about you, like everything else makes sense.
Yeah.
Because everyone that I know that kind of grew up country or riding horses, or they're just tough, dude.
Different
tough,
level.
tough kids, tough lifestyle.
And like even
cowboy up, like that's just all I
exactly.
remember being told growing up. Cowboy up, dude. Like suck it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, I'm pretty tough, but then I see like my family and like my uncle, he almost chopped off his leg with the chainsaw.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. My uncle, he used to ride professional bulls. He
awesome.
He was the rodeo guy in the family. He used to ride with Lane Frost.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dwayne. Yeah, you know Dwayne? Heck yeah. So, dude, small world. And but he because he was always coaching me when I was riding steers and all that growing up. He was in my chute. And he just hearing all the stuff that he has, both his legs are metal.
Oh yeah, like
he has
my dad
pipe
too.
everywhere. He's like Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like just thinking like, dang, like that's what it's gonna be. It's almost inevitable. You're gonna get hurt riding bulls.
And like Joe, one of the guys who works for my dad, he's basically like my dad's other son.
Yeah.
But he broke his neck, and like they said, if he would have looked back, he would have been paralyzed from the neck down. And like he ran off, and then he was like, my neck is just killing me. And they had to fuse his neck together, so now he can't even turn his head.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just inevitable, like either quit early or like one of his best friend, he got off lucky. He was a PBR world champion.
But
he never really got any major injuries other than he got a concussion one time on this, was it Hammer? Locomotive.
That's the name of the bull?
Yeah, it was like one of the best bulls, and got bucked off, and his horns came like the middle of his
front
horn.
of his head.
And
so he went forward?
Yeah, and it smacked him, and he was out, and he said...
So he got bodacious.
Yeah.
Like,
I looked at it, it was like the third worst knockout in like PBR history. I was watching a video one time. But
do you have a helmet or?
No, back then there's
I was going to say.
helmets, yeah.
Helmets are kind of a newer thing.
Yeah.
Owen Walksman? Washburn?
Yeah.
I'll ask him about him. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Dude, what a small world.
But those bull riders are just tougher than tough.
They are.
Like I know one of my dad's other friends, he like tore everything in his knee, and then next week was on a bull, just had to land weird.
Yeah. Dude, that makes sense. Just even you just hearing your injuries, and it's like, well, it hurts. I'm still going to go compete next week. It's exactly. Like, it's so mental, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy toughness, it's unmatched, bro.
It is unmatched.
And it's not that common either. And a lot of people are, have the blessing of being able to, ride horses all the time, or, even branding steer, just things like that. Little it's just so hands-on, so physical.
Mm-hmm. And like I just been growing up around that, and seeing like, I mean, if my dad's all right breaking 22 bone, and he went back to work a month later.
Wow.
Yeah, I think like January 1st, he went back to work. It was late November.
That's against the grain right there.
He went back with his brace on and stuff. Was still on horses.
Dude, our dad. It's crazy how your dads can just be such big inspirations just by all the stuff they've been through. It's like, okay, they're not. You did jiu-jitsu and all that. The accident.
Yeah, it was. He was doing it for about a year and a half, and then that's when he got in the accident.
But it's like even him not doing jiu-jitsu as much, just all the things he's been through physically, mentally. Same thing with my dad.
He was a bar fighter, so.
Heck yeah. Undefeated on the streets or what? Heck yeah. That's what's up, dude. Oh, dude, I'm super proud of you. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah. Shout out to Las Cruces. Shout out to Las Cruces Wrestling.
Albuquerque.
Gracie Baja, El Paso, Jackson Winks.
Las Cruces High School.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna be watching you compete
Awesome.
for
Yes,
sure,
sir.
man.
Thank you.
Got a friend of me now, bro.
Yep, definitely.
Episode 99. Oh, dude. Just kidding. Episode 99.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed, it means a lot. Subscribe. Share this on your channel.
Yeah,
Go follow
definitely.
Kolby.
Thank you. Yep.
Let's go, baby.
Sure.